Oh guys, we are in for a festive treat today. Well, I hope so. IKEA, they've got a Christmas lunch, kind of, and it looks rather fantastic and pretty good value. So guys, let's go and see what it's all about. I know it's IKEA, but I'm British, right? We say IKEA. We're at the Wembley branch. Let's go. Oh, with the flags flying in the wind. It is a nice mild day today. It's only 12 degrees. Love that, love that. Right, let's see how many people have to fight to get through. So I need to de-stress, guys. Getting here, North Circular, there was a fight, I saw a crash. I had to give my details to be a witness. Oh, drams, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Anyway, yeah, we are here for food. I want to see what hot food they've got. Maybe a few little dry goods items, maybe some Christmas food bits we could take home as well. Ooh. It was a little bit of a queue. All good, all good. Ginger thins, I'm not going to pronounce any of that. Oh, they look quite nice, don't they? And all the little chocky bars and stuff. Comment below, guys, what should I be buying? Right, let me join this actually quite big queue. Let's get some grub. Here for the festive menu, but if you're wondering, whipped cream 50p, gooey chocolate cake 1.55, cheesecake 2.95. Oh, got to get a bottle of water, haven't I? 1.25, sparkling because I'm wild. Oh, someone's dropped their dinner. Oh, look at that! That's got like a little house on the top of it. Can you see that? What is the house? Oh, tiramisu. Look at that. Oh, the salads look good. I would never think to come here for that. Tomato and mozzarella salad. You've got a little smoked salmon plate there as well. $3.95. Garlic bread for £1. The soup. Okay, looks alright. It's a bit watery, but you know, it's only a couple of quid. And a small salad for $1.75. Oh, the winter salad. $3.95. That feels like quite expensive. And then some fruit salad. It is well nice in here. Look at this. Watched everyone park badly. Try and get a 3-seat sofa in the back of a Renault Clio. Anyway, right, food is served. So here we go, people. This is the festive meat meal, which was $6.95, and you get a load of meatballs. My gosh, cranberry sauce, roast potatoes, parsnips, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. I forgot they were called them for a second. And then I did get a bottle of water, which was $1.25. So this was $8.20. If you Google this, there was a IKEA members price. I'm not an IKEA member. I feel like maybe I should be. So $6.95 is what the price is for everybody in December. Let's tuck in. Okay, let's go for the meatballs. These are pork and beef, they said. Nice and squidgy, a little bit crispy on the outside, very juicy. And I always like, I guess, the smooth texture of an IKEA meatball. I think they're really nice. They also have this as a kids option, by the way. Hannah put up on the screen on that side. I think it's £2.95 for the kids portion. But yeah, you can get the vegan version of these. Come on camera, get that in focus. Very nice. But yeah, IKEA meatball, can't really go wrong. But comment below, are you having turkey? In my family, we don't always have turkey. Oh my God, the lid comes off. Oh my God, that was worth the drive. That was worth the drive just to have the water with the lid that comes off. Oh, I'm gonna have to try one of these roast potatoes. Let's go for it. Oh, they're not very crispy. They're not very crispy. I feel like they could have a few more minutes roasting. Yeah, not very crispy. I feel like they could do with a little bit more, but they look quite fluffy inside. Oh, but they are nice. Now, I must confess, I don't know that I have ever made roast potatoes. I would only ever buy like the is it Betsy, what's her name? Yeah, could do with a little bit more on the roasting side of things. They do feel like they're just kind of like nice, squidgy, but very flavorful. Got a little bit of seasoning on them. Potatoes, and you get 1, 2, 3, which I don't think is too bad. You know, it is only $6.95 to have a hot meal inside, but I'd give the meatballs, I think they're a good 8 out of 10. They always do the job. They're nice and warm. Potatoes, maybe a 7 out of 10. Parsnips. Some people are really, like my sister always got mad whenever we didn't have parsnips. Parsnips, sometimes I can take them or leave them. That's like a bit without the sauce on it. But these look like they're roasted quite well. They've got a little bit of crisp on the outside. Nice and fluffy. And I actually quite like it when you get like different like sizes of parsnips, because when you get them little, they can be nice and crispy, make them nice and soggy from the gravy. I would say overall the gravy, for my personal preference, is probably a little bit on the thin side. But I think there was like a fair glug of gravy poured on the top. The cabbage, quite a generous portion of cabbage actually. Ooh, it's very sweet, very sweet. Is that cooked with honey or something? That is very sweet indeed. It says here the red cabbage is with apple puree, apple pieces, sugar, oil, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, probably a bit too sweet for my personal preference. I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. I'm probably not going to eat all of that just because it feels a bit too sweet. But yeah, honey roasted parsnips. I don't know how honey roasted they are, but either way, pretty nice. Yeah, and I think it's a really nice meal. If there's anyone who's Swedish watching this, do you always have cabbage with your kind of festive meal? Is that like a must-have? But either way, very nice. I think the portion, the amount of cabbage is quite a lot. I mean, it doesn't cost a lot to make, but yeah, it goes quite well, especially with the potatoes. The lovely gentleman, he was telling me, I was like, where's your pigs in blankets? Like it's an additional, when I looked online, you can see the menu online, obviously. It was like an extra like £1.25, I think it was, for 3 pigs in blankets, which is like a mini sausage wrapped in bacon for those who maybe aren't aware. Telling me that they would cook a tray and they would sell like 3 and that would be it, so they don't have them anymore. And I said, why do you think people don't want them? And potentially it's because it's an additional charge. So this being £6.95 to then pay another £1.25. Honestly, if I was shopping around IKEA and I didn't want a full meal, I don't know, or maybe you could just, I'd order a side of pigs in blankets, to be honest with you, and then have an ice cream on the way out. There also is the option to have a Yorkshire pudding. I think it was like 80p, which I really wanted to try because I haven't had a Yorkshire pudding in ages. And yeah, again, he said that they were out of stock, but didn't say like if they were selling or not. But interesting, because I would have thought pigs in blankets are probably the main thing, but maybe people don't really care for them when they come to IKEA. I think I had 8 sprouts. Have I eaten 1 or 2? I don't know. Yeah, these are nice. They're nicely cooked. Often sprouts can be very overcooked when you get them at restaurants. They taste fresh. Even if they're frozen, I don't know if they are. They taste really, really nice. I'm actually very impressed with that. One of my favourite things about a roast dinner is the sauce that comes with it. This looks so nice. Even if I'm having pork, like applesauce, I just love all the sauces. I want to just put it on everything. Just to mention before everyone gets mad at me, I believe that this festive menu at $6.95 for the meat option is only available Monday to Friday. And if you want to check if your store has got it, by the way, this is not an advert. When you go on the IKEA website, you go into your store first and then you look at the restaurant and the menu available rather than the other way around. Either way. Yeah, the sauce is gorgeous. It really is not. I love a sweet sauce with savoury like this. It's literally, like I say, my favourite. Is it the most exciting thing in the world? No, of course it's not. Oh, I do love this sauce though. You know what? This is a great little spot. I actually love that you can see these. Oh, there's Wembley Stadium, by the way, over there. That's the arch. Really, really nice little spot to have lunch. There we go. Falafel served with couscous, vegetables, and aioli, which is $3.95. I feel like everyone's coughing in here. Gosh. I feel like let's not get the pre-Christmas lurgy. Chicken schnitzel with chips and peas, which I think is what that lady in front of me just had. $6.95. Yeah, so that £6.95 price point, you guys probably know, is obviously the sweet spot. Let me know what country. I guess, I wonder what that'd be in America. That'd be like $7.95 or $8.95 US dollars. They do have a new salted caramel gatto. I don't know if that's what we saw. Was that a thing with the house on it? They also told me that the cauliflower cheese doesn't sell either, which is $1.75. Apologies, I probably had to put quite a lot up on the screen in this video, but yeah, it is what it is. Maybe when you go to your store, these items might be more popular, but I don't know. I guess they want to sit at the $6.95 price point, so they can't add all those extras. And cauliflower cheese, I don't really care for it. People are probably going to gasp. Like, I'm not like wild about it. Anyway, I'm going to eat the rest of this. Like, I was driving up and there was this like bougie Phantom. Was it a Phantom Rolls Royce? It was like one of those big massive Rolls Royces, like big fancy cars worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. And he was driving a little bit, like, I mean, he pushed me out of the way, but I was like, whatever, I'm not in a rush. And this other guy like cut him up so badly, and it was not the Rolls Royce's guy's fault at all. And he hit the back of the Rolls Royce. Oh my God, I was like, is this happening? And then the other car, I don't know what car it was, I don't know what brand it was, it drove off. It like sped off. It was wild in a really busy area. And I thought, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on a police show. Extra 25p an hour if you want a screaming child in the background. And yeah, he then drove off down a side road, and I know that road, and I was like, that's a dead end. And then the Rolls Royce followed him. And then I was like, I've just witnessed him like driving to the back of this bloke's car, and then he drove off. So I like pulled in anyway, basically gave my details, and I was like, if you need like a witness, like I, you know. Yeah, and then he tried to drive off, and then he couldn't get, because he was in a dead end and he couldn't turn around, and the Rolls Royce had blocked him in. It was a drama. And then I carried on a bit longer, went up the road, down through, is it Brent? Is that what that area is called? And there was this man outside this vape shop, like properly like having a go at, I guess, like the two guys that worked there, or the owners. And he then like picked up this sign to like throw at them, and the sign was too heavy. It's like one of those flappy ones where I think it's got water in the bottom, and he couldn't pick it up, and it was just like, it was screaming, and they went into the road. Oh my god, it's too much. Driving around here I just find really awful. There's this one junction, some of you guys may know this, there's this one junction, if you go up the A4 rows, you have to like pull onto the North Circular, and if it's nighttime, like you can't see anything except the lights driving towards you and potential death, and you just have to go. And there was like a tipper truck that came whizzing around the corner, and the van in front of me just pulled out, and I was like, oh my god. And he like beeped him, and then anyway, it was a whole drama. We made it here, but I'm a bit like, I had to leave my car here and walk home. I'm joking. Just, I find, is this all of the UK now? Everyone's just really angry when they drive. I don't know. Is it? Oh my gosh, should we get it? Sticky toffee pudding, it's new. It's got the little house on it. Oh my gosh. £3.50. Do you want to see what the drinks are? Cola, lingonberry, blackcurrant, raspberry, apple. Is it the same everywhere? What is that sign doing? Oh, this looks good. Sticky toffee pudding. I feel like this goes down any time of the year, but yeah, good one for Christmas, I think, anyway. It's got little chocolate chips on the side, some nice cream. Yeah, what is this? Am I being really stupid? Is this like a thing that you have in Sweden? Adorable. Also, the people on the tills, everyone's serving, super nice, although everyone keeps getting told off because they're not using the trolley, and people are like, I guess, not moving along quick enough. And they're getting told off. Use a trolley if there's more than one of you or getting more than one plate. Anyway, let's tuck in. It feels quite door-stoppy, but let's just try the sponge. Yeah, it was in a very cold fridge. So dry. Get the water out. Oh, I can barely swallow that. Hold on. Okay, sponge on its own. I think because it's in the fridge, I think those fridges are way too cold. Because it's in the same fridge as like all the cream-based stuff. And I would argue that maybe this doesn't need to be refrigerated that cold. Let's try it with a little bit. Let's try it with a bit of the, oh my gosh. Yeah, oh no, this is so dry. Can't even get it on a fork. A little bit crumbly on the top there. But yeah, quite often with sticky toffee pudding, it can be a very, very light sponge, and then you have obviously the toffee caramelly glaze thrown on top of it or whatever. This is obviously meant to be a lot more dense, which I do like. I think it's just a bit dried out from the fridge. Let's try it with a bit of the chocolate chip. You know what? The chocolate chips are a really nice addition. I think with the crunch, with the cakes, it is quite door-stoppy. Sorry, I don't know what this is. Maybe have a quick Google. Hold on. Elegant as always, Hannah. Now, it's a Friday when I'm filming this. I can imagine this might be hell on earth at like 1 o'clock on a Saturday because it's probably so noisy. But bless them. I think they actually just need a few more people, like with a lot of these videos, serving and clearing up and stuff. Like everyone who's I've spoken to working here has been so lovely. I think they just need a few more people. It's not fair on them. But either way, this chocolate, it's very nice. 35% of the people eating here are eating on their own. Never, ever, ever, ever be embarrassed to eat on your own. I don't really care. I think once you've gone on a few work trips, you have no fear of eating on your own. So yeah, come in here, get a little festive dinner or whatever you fancy. The fish look quite nice. This cake though, I don't know, it's a bit dry. Got another view of the car park, there we go. New lower price. It's funny because it's actually Black Friday when I'm filming this. I think you're seeing this literally on the next Tuesday. But gone are the days of everyone queuing. I guess they haven't got any offers here. Oh, that was my point in my story. I forgot. What? I need to buy a dash cam. I need to buy a dash cam. So if I get in a fight or I witness, I see crashes all the time. What dash cam do I need? I don't need an expensive one, but I feel like if this goes up on Tuesday, all the offers are probably still on for a week after Black Friday. Do you know what I mean? Cyber Monday. I need a dash cam. I don't really know where to start. Do I go from Halfords? Or a bowl from Amazon. Anyway, can you let me know? Don't put links. URL links get blocked quite often by YouTube in the comments. So just tell me if you've got any recommendations and I'll Google it. Anyway, I'm going to eat the rest. Well, I'll eat some more of this cake. It is a bit, it's pretty sweet, it's pretty intense. I do like this though. Oh my gosh, vitamin D. Oh, hold on. I am now aware that vitamin D does not go through windows. What hotel stay did I do? And I was like, oh, vitamin D. And everyone was like, you're an idiot, Hannah. You cannot absorb vitamin D through a window. Never mind. Oh, they've got the gingerbread houses. One thing to note is it doesn't come with the icing, so you have to buy the icing pack. You can get the bundle for $6.95 or $8.50 if you're not an IKEA member. I'm going to be honest with you, I really like the ones at M&S. If you see them, I think they're like $7.50, so they're actually cheaper. Yeah, M&S always have some really good ones. Oh, little mulled wine, £2.45. And they even have this cute little photo op, Crimbo photo op. How sweet is that? They've made a lot more effort than I remember. I don't think I've been to IKEA during Christmas. Let's have a look at the home decor, just the Crimbo setups, maybe a bit of inspiration. So you can call them poinsettias or poinsettias. Get a bit of Christmas inspo for your table or whatever. Very nice. Although I do have a friend who bought a kitchen from IKEA and she said it was a nightmare, but then someone else at work said it was really good. I don't know. That meal was nice. I think I'd give it like a 6.5 if I include the cake. I actually would argue that they don't really, I guess they probably don't really need to do it. Like I was looking and most people were just having meatballs and the mash or like chips or the fish. Might depend on the store. Oh, hold on. Very nice, very nice. I do like the festivities in all of the scenes. I'm not sure if they're better off swapping out a couple of the meatballs and adding pigs and blankets. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe if they took 3 of the 8 meatballs and having pigs and blankets so it's a bit more of a Christmas meal. I don't know, because I think otherwise it's just meatballs and then different sides. And I think most people, if they want all meatballs, they just want mash. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think it hasn't quite worked. I thought that people would be like queuing up for that specific meal, but yeah, looking at everyone's plates, it might just be the location. I would love to see a sales report of like what went through the till, how many of each meal that they sell at this time of year. I would say, yeah, I think the whole thing, I'd give it 6.5. I think for the actual festive meal, the Christmas meal, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. At the end of the day, it's £6.95. It is a bargain, it really is. I would recommend it if you're in the area and you want a nice hot meal, obviously £2.95 for the kids. It can add up, I appreciate that, but I think in the UK you don't really get, I guess you get to Wetherspoons, wouldn't you? You don't get much for under a tenner, a hot meal anyway. I also wanted to go somewhere that was under £10. I've been showing you all these expensive hotels and stuff, and yeah, you don't have to spend a fortune to have a nice meal. Oh, this is a cozy one, not my style at all, but I do like seeing all the different types, different trends, even just the little red runner. Very cute. Oh, I'm quite tempted by that. I'm not sure if I can bother to queue, but $3.20 and a 2-pack of little tea towels. Those are quite cute, £4. I'm going to lower the tone a little bit here, but the fact that they have to put a thing saying don't basically use this toilet, are they for real? Oh my gosh, this is so weird. It's literally a Friday. It's not busy in here at all. Like what? I kind of wish I could film in my flat, but there has to be a line, I find, with online and your actual home. So let me know, are you going to pop to IKEA? Was it any good? Did you try the festive menu? I think it's the same as last year. And where else do you want to see? I think I want to do a mix. I might do a couple more food videos, maybe in December. I still want to do some shopping ones. I know the shopping ones aren't as popular, but anyway, new videos every Tuesday. Tuesday we do shopping or we do food. It depends. And then Friday we're still doing the hotel stays until the end of the year. I might take a couple of weeks off Christmas into New Year potentially, but yeah, subscribe for more. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna try and find some of the food on the way out, maybe if I can, or maybe I've just put the clip in before this. But yeah, anyway, I'm lovely. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Sorry I didn't show too much food, but yeah, they didn't have a lot of the new stuff. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely week and Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.